Hello and welcome to another episode of the Club World Cup journey. We're coming towards the end of the group stage with Group G. Obviously, before this game week, we already knew the kind of scores that was going to happen. Well, the teams going through specifically, it was going to be City and Juve. They won both their first two games in a dominant fashion. In terms of Alain versus Widad, their game was just about passion, about desire, about getting a little bit of respect. Widad scored early within the first 5 minutes, a lovely little finish, but then Alain came back into the game uh, with a penalty before half time, and then scored a second in the second half to win the game. And Alain finished third in the group with 3 points, with Widad fourth. But that wasn't the interesting game. The interesting game was Man City versus Juve, and to my surprise, Juve made a lot of changes, and with those changes, led to a very different team, and it led to a demolishing of sorts, a 5-2 loss. Um, some of the defending was woeful. I think even the second goal, with the own goal from Kalulu, was absolutely terrible. Even for Juventus's first goal, the way that City gave away the ball for that one as well. And yeah, just after that point when it got to 2-1, it was all City from there. I think um, Juve made the bad. Well, Igor Tudor, the manager, made the bad decision of making too many changes, and with City using a much stronger team, they dominated. They got 5 goals. Obviously, Juve got one back at the end to make it 5-2, to make it maybe a little bit more respectable. But overall, it led to City winning the group, moving on to some would say the easier side of the draw. For Juve, it means that they're on the tougher angle, and it means that their next game in terms of round of 16. Let me double check here. Juve have Real Madrid. Now, these are the kind of decisions that can be wrong for Juventus, because I feel like if they put out a stronger team and gave themselves the opportunity to at least keep themselves in the game or get a point, they get Al Hilal in the next round. But now they get Madrid, and yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game for them. I think defensively, Juve has been very suspect throughout the tournament. Even with their strongest teams, their defense hasn't been the greatest. Lloyd Kelly hasn't been great. Um, for the most part, Juve's defense has been the issue. Going forward, they've been beautiful. I think when they have their starting attack of Conceição, of Vlahovic, or Kolo Moani, not Vlahovic, Kolo Moani, Conceição, and Yildiz. I think it's much better with Thuram in the midfield as well. So I think midfield and going forward there'll be a problem for Madrid in the next round, but their defense is gonna stop them from making it too far. As for City, I think with El Halal, Koulibaly at the back, João Cancelo, their former player as well, I just think Man City will be too strong for them. So I think the benefit of Man City going strong in this final game and winning the game is that they give themselves a better chance to win this tournament. They get Al Hilal in the next round, and then after that they've got a much easier run to the final. And I think they should be Al Hilal very easily. I think they're a much better team. I think defensively Al Hilal aren't that great. And yeah, I'm liking the way City are playing. Ait Nouri's been very impressive. I'm liking Ryan Chekri. I'm liking Reinders. I'm liking the players that they've added. The additions have made a big difference, and none more so than Ait Nouri. Getting a proper fullback at left back has added a different dimension to Man City's game, and you saw it in that game against Juventus, leading to the way they played, and it gives the team another option of another way of getting the ball into Haaland, into the attackers from the width that Ait Nouri provides. You've got the creativity down the middle with Cherky, with Reinders, and players of that ilk. And yeah, I think Doku with lovely finishes as well. And for me, I just think it was a warning shot kind of performance, in a sense that it was against one of the better teams in the tournament. And even as much as Juve made a lot of changes to the team, sometimes you just got to beat the team ahead of you. And not only did they beat them in style. Um, Haaland scored, Foden got a goal, Savinho was impressive again, and yeah, I think just Juve's mistake was making, as I said, a lot of changes. I think some of the players for me, Lloyd Kelly, Kalulu, weren't good enough. The midfield was a bit weak, and then the attack of Cook Miners, Gonzalez, and Vlahovic was never going to be something that was going to um, worry City in the long run. So yeah, bit impressive win from City, but I would say that Juve should have maybe made less changes and started a stronger team in order for them to get the better run in. But they've got Real Madrid in the next round, so that's going to be a very interesting game. And then City have Al Hilal as well. But um, for me, that is it. I think when it comes to this Group G, it was a very simple group. It was very simple up until this point. It's just interesting to see um, how the game with City and Juventus went. I don't think this suggests anything for Juve going forward. I think they still do have a chance against Madrid. It's going to be difficult. As I said, the defense is not the greatest. They don't have their best defender in Bremer either. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can cope with the Madrid attack. And then for City, it should how far can they get? And I think they're probably the best team on their side of the draw. So they, without a doubt, they probably believe that they should get to the final. But you never know when it comes to a tournament like this. Anything can happen. But yeah, that's been Group G. Not much else. Congrats to City and Juve to making to the next round. Tough fixtures coming up. But this has been the Club World Cup journey. And I'm out. Peace.